Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape. Caught up in my tape. Don't care what you say to me, I'ma bite your feelings out.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna start off with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Brow Pencil. Here you're gonna see that I'm gonna start out by combing out my brows. Then I'm gonna start out by outlining my brows. Now I will go ahead and shade in my brows. And if you guys would like a more in-depth video on me doing my brows, I can definitely go ahead and do that. If you could just leave me a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up so that I know you're interested in that. Now moving forward, in the front I like to mimic hair, so I do flicker up my pencil to create that look. Now going in with my Ride or Die concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to use this to go ahead and conceal my brow and to clean it up. This is my favorite concealer just because I do have thick coarse hair, and if I'm not careful I can go cast a green shadow, and ain't nobody want that. Now I will be going in with my foundation. I like to do this because I don't want my brow to look outlined, so I clean the top with the foundation. I don't want my brow to be highlighted. I want it to look as natural as possible, and this will help create that. Now going in with my Holy Grail Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and using my Ride or Die concealer brush, the Dose of Colors concealer brush. If you do not have this, I definitely recommend for you to get your hands on it. It is bomb, especially for cutting the crease. And I'm just priming my eyelid. Keep in mind that you can personalize this look. You don't necessarily have to do it just like me. You can do this however you would like, and you can use any products that you'd like. Now I'll be setting my eyelid with my translucent powder. In this case, I am using the RCMA No Color Powder with my Zoeva Luxie Grand Shader brush. This is perfect because it's a big brush and it's gonna help quickly pack the lid. Next up is the star of the show, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This is my favorite palette from Morphe, hands down. I'll be using Beam and Enlight as a highlight for the brow bone. As a transition shade, I'll be using Silk Cream. It's a beautiful shade for the transition, and I'll be taking this above my actual crease. Next, I'm going to take Creamscicle, and I'm also going to place this right underneath that transition. We're going to start building up depth, and we're going to go ahead and gradually blend the colors in. So this is why we're going to go ahead and start out by doing this. If you notice, I am blending the shade in circular back and forth motions. Next up is Pukey. We're going to go ahead and take this shade beneath that Creamscicle and basically building up the intensity. And we are also going back and forth in circular motions as well. I find that that's the best way for me to blend out my shadows. We all have our own techniques that work best for us, and like I said, you can customize this look, personalize it, and use the shades that you would like as well. You don't necessarily have to go for the colors that I'm going for. And if you do have colors that are similar, you can always use that palette if you don't have a Jaclyn Hill palette. Next, I'm going to be using Roxanne. It's a beautiful reddish burgundy shade, and I'm going to use this in my crease. I'm going to apply this directly in the crease and also in the outer corner of my eye. Next up, I will be using Mocha, and I'm gonna be packing this in, then blending it out. So I packed it on my outer corner, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend it into my crease directly. It is a little bit above my crease, but when I do cut out and carve out my cut crease, you'll be able to see it better. Now I'll be using the NYX white gel liner, and this is what's going to give us that white cut crease using the handy dandy Dose of Colors concealer brush. This is perfect to cut the crease. It's a very flat brush. So you're going to see that I'm going above my actual crease when cutting out my cut crease. However, this is because I have minimal eyelid space. I have hooded eyes, so if I tend to look forward or look upward, the concealer, or in this case the gel liner, will transfer to my crease. So to avoid that, I will be going above my actual crease. Please let me know in the comments down below if there's any white base or gel liner that you guys recommend, because this one does crack on me. Next, I'll be using the RCMA No Color Powder to set the white. Next up, I will be using this Colorful Goodness palette by Morphe, the 35B palette, and I'll be taking that white shade to go ahead and set the white gel liner. Going back to the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette using Pool Party, this beautiful turquoise shade, and I'm gonna start out doing that ombre smoked out effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this on the outer 3/4 of the lid. Now I'll be going in with my favorite shade from this palette, which is Twerk, and not because of the name, but the shade is simply ridiculously beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and place this on 3/4 of the eyelid, blending it inwards into Pool Party. I am simply packing it on until I build up that intensity. Now I'll be taking Abyss, this matte black shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and create that smoked out effect. I'm depositing it out on the outer V and blending it towards the crease, into the crease. So I'm going to be packing it and blending it. Now I will be simply just packing and blending. Then you'll see I'll be taking this more fluffy blending brush just so that there's no lines of demarcation and just to seamlessly blow out that outer corner. As we all know that when we seem to blend out, we can lose that pigmentation, so just going back in with the black just to add that pigment. Using my OD but a goodie Inglot gel liner 77. This is my favorite, all-time favorite. I have not found a gel liner that can replace it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start creating my wing. I am doing a bit extra wing, but that's how I like it. By all means, if you like the way that you like your wing liner, go for it. No pienses que because yo hago tal cosa lo tienes que hacer. You can do it however you desire. Now for those who know me know that my middle name should have been extra, so I'll be taking this NYX black liquid liner just to go ahead and crisp out those edges, and using Abyss to set that liner just because this liner does tend to smear, so that'll do the work for me. And just cleaning up. Now I'll be using the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara to set my lashes in place. Now I will be using my beautiful Dodo lashes in D305. I do have a coupon code, so check my description box down below. The code is Rubianaglamxo. Now using my beautiful Ofra Cosmetics Beverly Hills highlighter. I believe this is a dupe for the Anastasia Glow Kit with Nicole Guerrero. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the color scheme looks so similar. Thank you so much for watching, babes. Please let me know down below what you would like to view. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape.